In a previous video I explained why this little Aputure MT Pro belongs in your toolkit. And now Aputure has come out with an Amaran light that is also 1 foot, but it is $60 cheaper. So I ordered one and it came in today. Let's find out whether the MT Pro is worth the $60. So here it is, the Aputure PT1c. Not to be confused with the PT2c or the PT4c, which is a 2 foot and 4 foot version of the same light. But today I'm just going to compare the 1 foot version to the MT Pro. Let's open it up and see what we got. Okay, we've got the light and a little fuzzy box. Oh yeah, a bag and a piece of cardboard. Another piece of cardboard and a USB cable. Well, so far, while the packaging is nice, this is hardly a case. So how much is it worth to me to have a nice case over a little bag? Well, I'd say $15. Oh, and by the way, I had to go to the bank to get cash. And you know what? They still have cash at the bank. Who knew? Okay, so we're closing the gap on value already. All right, let's power it on. Okay, it's dead. I'm going to charge it and then I'm going to turn it on. Okay, before I charge this up, I'm going to drain the MT Pro all the way down so we can see which of these two charges faster. Okay, it's been an hour and 50 minutes and the MT Pro is at 99% and the Amaran 92%. I'm taking $2 away from the Amaran light for that one because I would pay an extra $2 to have my tube light charge a little faster. What would you pay? Let me know in the comments. Alright, with both of them powered up, we'll turn them on to full brightness and we'll see which one of them dies first. Alright, let's go. Oh, the Amaran died at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Let's see how the MT Pro does. Okay, so the MT Pro clearly lasts longer. That's 33 minutes longer at full brightness. That's got to be worth something, and even conservatively, I'd pay an extra $10 to make my tube light last another 33 minutes. I don't know about you. 9, 10. Okay, before we turn them on, let's look at some of the physical differences because there are a few. First of all, the MT Pro has this quarter 20 mount here in the middle, and this does not have any kind of mount in the middle. And the Aputure MT Pro has another quarter 20 here on the end, but only on one end. Of course, that makes sense because you're either going to mount it like this or you're going to mount it like that, and it doesn't make any difference to the light, so one is probably enough. There are two on the Amaran light, though, one on each side, but they're not quarter 20. They're these bigger, larger, what are they, 5/8? And they also have one on both sides for absolutely no reason. Wouldn't it be nice if they had the smaller mount on one side and the larger mount on the other? And that would have given you options. Okay, but they didn't. But one thing that they did do, which was really cool, is these little magnets on the bottom. They can be turned, and so instead of just having it attached to something and going straight out, well, the light can be attached and then go straight down. This is a big win for the Amaran light because I have personally attached this with magnets and wish that I could tilt it up or down from there. This is a great little feature, very well designed. I'm going to have to take back $5. Oh, and while we're at it, this is a little accessory you can pick up at Home Depot for under $2, and it's just a little framing metal piece, but it happens to be the exact size of the MT Pro. This is great because you can gaff this to something and then just stick it right on. Let's see how it goes on the Amaran light. Yeah, fits really nice. How about the magnets? Are they, they seem pretty strong. All right, what's stronger? Okay, these are stronger, but you know what? These are also heavier, so no money changes hands there. This is plenty strong enough. Wait. Okay, they're stuck together for good now. Both Aputure and Amaran get points for that. Of course, what you lose in this end caps is that you've got these little caps on your lights, and this is going to show in your film if you're going to use this as a practical, whereas the MT Pro has taken great lengths to make this very minimal. That's a difference, but I don't think it changes the value. Let's talk about something that does change the value for me. Let's turn it up to something like 5%. All right, plenty of light. Let's turn this one down to 5%. We do that by choosing the 100% mark, and then we roll this, and we roll it, and we keep rolling, scrolling, scrolling. This is why I use the app, by the way. I never do it this way. Come on, I'm at 15%. Oh, man. All right. Now I'm down to 5%. Okay, I'm going to give a few bucks back to the Amaran light on that one. Let's go with another $5 back here, because that is annoying. But now let's look at the screen size. So the size of the MT Pro screen is much larger, but it's kind of pixelated. And I think there's a lot more pixels on this tiny screen because it's a lot more clear. And it also has both white and red, whereas this has no color in it at all. That's kind of a tie for me because there's advantages to each one of them, and I do like the look of the small little screen, but there is something that is a big deal to me, and that's these little buttons. Okay, these are actual buttons on the MT Pro here, and they work really good, and it's easy to navigate, and you got this little scroll wheel. Over here on the Amaran, there is no scroll wheel, and so you're left doing these up and down buttons, even though you have to go left and right sometimes. This is a mess, I'm not going to lie. It's not very intuitive, and the buttons are those kind of recessed buttons that you have to press really hard on. It's really hard for me to tell whether or not I've got it right, and then I keep pressing and say I want to change it for 5600 Kelvin. Whoop, no, I missed it because I wasn't on the thing. I gotta get there, and then I gotta hit the OK button, and that gets me over, and then I can go and do my increments. Wait, no, did I do it? No, I gotta press really hard. Oh man, you really gotta press hard. Now, if I press and hold, it will go very fast. That's plus, but come on, man. Okay, I hate these buttons. There, I said it. I'm giving all the money back over here. Well, you know what? There is the Sidus link, and the Amaran is probably going to work really well on the Sidus link. So, you know what? Just for the annoyance of the few times I'm going to have to do it, I'm going to go with $8. Okay. One other thing that I think will become annoying is the USB-C cable is here on the back, whereas on the MT Pro it's on the end. And that's a small thing, but if you're going to mount this and kind of stick it on, it's not kind of hanging in the back and you're not trying to hide it. It's also not on the back such that if this is up against something, how do you charge it? $1. Not that big of a problem. Both of these have excellent control by the Sidus Link app. There are some more effects in the Pro 24 versus the 9 in the Amaran, but both of them do have 9 pixel effects, although you can see that the Pro here has more pixels and more control over those pixels than the Amaran. This is not really a big deal to me, but it is kind of a lot of fun, and there is a little bit more fun over here, so I'm going to go with $4 of fun. Yeah, that's about what it's worth. And now before I get to the big question, which is the brightness between these models, I want to talk about some of the accessories that come with the MT Pro that do not come with the Amaran. Now, included in the MT Pro is this little tripod, which is really kind of nice. And what would I pay for that? Well, I'm kind of being forced into buying it, and I don't really need it, so I'm going to go with $6. But it also comes with this little baby. I love this egg crate because it fits right into the case and it goes on really easily. All it has is just a couple little straps like that and you're off to the races. So let's see if this fits on the Amaran. Well, not real elegantly, I'm gonna tell you that, but I guess in a pinch it could do. But the big question is, what is the worth of an egg crate? Now to me, it's a lot because I love being able to have this kind of control on a light. And I bought a lot of egg crates over the years for my modifiers, and they're kind of expensive, including this one, which is $45 from Amaran. Now this is for the 2-foot version. This is also very nice, but of course too big for this. So what would it cost to get an egg crate for this? Well, they don't make one. I'm going to say the value of this is about $25 to me. I would pay that in a heartbeat because I really think that this is a very helpful modifier. 9, 10, 10, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I came up $2 short. So before we look at the brightness, well, these are pretty well matched as far as value. Sure, the Amaran's cheaper, but the MT Pro comes with a lot more and does a lot more. But now let's look at the real deal breaker here. Brightness. Which of these two lights is brighter? Because that's a big deal to me. I often use this as a hair light or a rim light, and I need all the light that I can get out of this tube. So let's find out. I've turned them both up to 100%. And here we go. Okay, the MT Pro is clearly brighter. Okay, that's about 700 lumens from the Amaran and about double out of the MT Pro. Now, does that mean that the Amaran is worthless? No, it's a fantastic light. It gives off a great light. If you have a specific use case, and that use case doesn't need all the features of the MT Pro, well then by all means, buy that. Here in my studio, I use Amaran lights, and I love them because I don't need a fancy case. I don't need all the accessories. I just need them to give me really good light. But if you want the Swiss Army knife of lights, it is in the MT Pro. And I made a video about why every filmmaker needs one in their kit, and you should watch that right now because you're probably a filmmaker or you're a relative or a friend, in which case, hey, thanks for watching, that's great. But to the filmmakers, watch that other video. You'll like it.